Hi, in this video I'm going to do a physical comparison between the Samsung Galaxy S5 and Samsung Galaxy S4. So if we just first look at the screen comparison, with the S5 the screen size is quite a little bit larger. So if I just put it here, you can see a little bit higher and a little bit more wider. And then if you're just going to look at the thickness, the S5 is also a little bit thicker. It feels like it's a little bit thicker, but it's almost the same. And then if you look at the camera and the sensor at the top here, it's almost at the same place. So the camera is at the right hand side. Then running along the speaker, there are two sensors. It's a little bit hard to see here, but you can see there's two sensors here. And on the S5 there's also two sensors next to the speaker. The speaker seems to be a little bit smaller on the S5 than the S4. S4's speaker seems to be a little bit larger and wider. And then the home key is still at the same place at the bottom here. Now we turn to the side, you can see the power key is on the right hand side here, so it's almost identical to the S4. So if you're running along the edge at the bottom down here, there is a this is the USB charger port. With the S4 it's very small, but with the S5 now there is a cover because it is a waterproof, so they put the cover back, the cover on. So with the cover it is now covering the USB port. With the S5 there are two ports, so one for the USB and there's another one for another cables. So using the cover you can close it to help the device from getting dust inside and water inside. Then there is also a small hole here on the S5 and S4. Now if we go to the left hand side, the volume key still sit in the same positions, so it's sitting at the top left. So the top volume key and the bottom volume key. And now we go to the top. So same thing, but now the earphone plug is switching size. So on the S5 the earphone port is on the right hand side and the S4 is on the left. And the sensor, this is like the remote sensor for the aircon and TV and DVD player. With the S4 it sits on the right, and with the S5 now they have swapped it around and it sits on the left hand side. And the size of the sensor is also now larger, so the S5 have a larger sensor size here. So if we're just going to turn our attention to the back of the phone, so the camera, so in terms of the camera, now it's a little bit bigger compared to the S4. So you can see here it's more of a square shape, whereas the S4 has a more radius circle, and the flash also sits at the bottom. Now there is something extra on the S5 here. You can see there's other things in here. I haven't inspected what they are, but yeah, it's a little bit different with the flashlight at the bottom. Then moving down to the bottom, the speakers is a little bit different. So it's still at the bottom on the left hand side, but with the S5 the speakers seem to be a bit more higher than the bottom one. Now if we're just going to open, I'm just going to open the inside. So the opening location is also the same. So there's a small hole both on the right hand side, so we can just pull it out. So just open it up. Now the SIM card and the micro SD card position is quite a lot different, because with the S5 the micro SD card sits just right on top of the SIM card, whereas the S4 over here the micro SD card sits on the side and the SIM card sits just below here. The batteries also seem to be different. With the S4 the batteries have more of a square shape, a rectangle, whereas the S5 the battery seems to be like a long rectangle here. The camera position still the same. The speaker, so on the S5 you can see there's a big difference with the speaker size. So with the S5 here the speaker seems to be smaller here, and the speaker on the S4 seems to be a little bit larger. And if we just open up the batteries, you see what's the difference inside. It's not much going on with the battery compartment. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the physical comparison. So I'm just going to close the cover. They both feel the weight, both the phone feel this weight almost the same. It doesn't seem to be that much heavier. So that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe to my channel for more videos like this.